For months, the Tesla community has been buzzing with talk, but nothing compares to what just popped up on Silicon Valley highways. A heavily disguised prototype, widely believed to be the Tesla Model 2, was spotted in the wild, sparking heated debates across the automotive and tech world. What makes this sighting particularly important is the timing and location. Testing on public highways at this advanced stage indicates Tesla's strong belief in the platform's maturity. But here's what has industry experts taking notice: the specific design choices visible even through the camouflage. The proportions that hint at radical manufacturing innovations and testing patterns that suggest Tesla is validating technologies that experts haven't seen in mass-produced vehicles yet. And that's what we will reveal today. If you want to keep uncovering these insights with me, consider joining our growing 10K member community. Your support helps bring these deep dive analyses to everyone. 1. How is Tesla putting in place new battery integration patterns differently from their current lineup? Shift your attention to the rear quarter view in the second image, and something immediately catches the eye of trained observers: the floor height in relation to the wheel diameter. This relationship suggests Tesla has fundamentally rethought battery pack integration for this platform. Current Tesla models use structural battery packs, where the pack itself serves as a major chassis component, bonding between front and rear gigasections. This prototype appears to take that concept even further, possibly implementing a cell-to-chassis architecture where individual battery cells bond directly to the floor structure, eliminating the intermediate pack housing completely. The technical benefits of direct cell-to-chassis integration are significant but complex. By getting rid of the pack housing, Tesla removes substantial weight and cost while actually improving structural rigidity. Individual cells, when properly bonded to structural elements, distribute impact loads more effectively than a packaged assembly because there's no intermediate structure to bend or break. But the engineering hurdles are huge. You're essentially making the vehicle floor out of hundreds of battery cells, each requiring precise thermal management, electrical isolation, and crash protection. The fact that this prototype exists and is being tested on public roads suggests Tesla has mastered these integration challenges. Look carefully at the lower body side panels where the camouflage meets the rocker panel. The smooth, unbroken surface suggests no conventional battery pack lip or mounting flange. Hallmarks of cell-to-chassis integration. In traditional structural packs, you need strong mounting interfaces to transfer loads between pack and chassis. Direct cell integration eliminates these interfaces, saving weight and reducing assembly complexity. But it also means Tesla must manage thermal expansion across the entire floor structure, ensure uniform cell compression throughout the vehicle's service life, and design crash structures that protect cells without traditional pack armor. The solutions to these challenges represent truly new engineering. The wheelbase to overall length ratio visible in these images suggests another battery innovation: higher volumetric packaging efficiency. By getting rid of pack housing and optimizing cell arrangement for this specific platform, Tesla likely achieves greater energy capacity within the same floor area. Industry estimates suggest cell-to-chassis integration can improve volumetric efficiency by 15% to 20% compared to packaged approaches. For an affordable vehicle targeting a 250-mile range, that efficiency gain might mean the difference between economically viable production and impossible compromises. You're looking at the same usable capacity with fewer cells, lower cost, reduced weight, and improved performance. Consider the charging implications. The prototype's testing patterns suggest validation of a high-voltage architecture, possibly Tesla's 800-volt system, currently exclusive to the Cybertruck. This is a technology that enables faster charging speeds and more efficient energy use. Higher voltage enables faster charging with smaller, lighter conductors, but requires different cell chemistry and thermal management approaches. The camouflage around the charge port area shows additional bulk compared to the Model 3, potentially hiding 800-volt charging hardware and enhanced thermal conditioning systems. If Tesla implements 800-volt charging on an affordable platform, it fundamentally changes the value equation. Suddenly, your Model 2 charges as fast as six-figure performance EVs, eliminating a major difference between budget and premium segments. The implications extend beyond individual vehicle performance. Cell-to-chassis architecture requires different manufacturing processes, supplier relationships, and quality control approaches. Tesla must validate not just the engineering, but the entire production system's ability to consistently build thousands of vehicles with battery cells as structural components. This prototype testing represents validation of that entire ecosystem, including the manufacturing processes, supplier capability, quality systems, and service procedures. The fact that multiple prototypes exist and operate reliably suggests Tesla is close to production readiness with truly revolutionary battery integration. Does structural battery innovation change the basic economics of affordable EVs? If you see cell-to-chassis integration as the next major breakthrough in electric vehicle design, comment structural below. The engineering cleverness of making batteries serve multiple functions, such as energy storage, structural support, and crash protection, represents the kind of systems thinking that separates small improvements from revolutionary progress. And Tesla appears ready to bring this technology to mass-market vehicles. 2. What advanced driver systems are being validated through this real-world testing prototype? Now we arrive at what truly has industry experts perplexed. Look closely at the roofline in both images, particularly where it meets the windshield. That's not just extra camouflage bulk. The subtle bulges and surface discontinuities suggest sensor integration for advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS. But here's what's unusual. The placement patterns don't match Tesla's current camera-based vision system architecture. Something different is being tested here, and the implications could reshape Tesla's entire approach to autonomous capability. Tesla has long been committed to a pure vision approach for autonomous driving, famously removing radar sensors from production vehicles. Yet, recent Elon Musk statements acknowledged potential advantages of complementary sensor technologies for specific use cases. The prototype's roofline geometry suggests integration points for either additional camera perspectives, higher resolution imaging systems, or, controversially, possible LiDAR validation testing. Before skeptics dismiss this, remember that testing competing approaches doesn't mean production implementation. Tesla might be validating vision-only performance against sensor fusion benchmarks to build confidence in their approach or identify challenging scenarios where additional sensing modalities add value. The front fascia detail visible through the camouflage reveals something equally intriguing: what appears to be a more sophisticated front camera array than current production vehicles. The spacing and positioning suggest Tesla may be implementing stereo vision for improved depth perception, particularly critical for affordable vehicles that need robust performance without premium computing hardware. Stereo camera systems, while computationally simpler than monocular depth estimation, require precise calibration and can provide more reliable distance calculations in challenging conditions. For a mass-market vehicle where sensor costs must be minimized, stereo vision might offer the optimal balance between capability and affordability. But the real revelation is in what you cannot see directly: the computing architecture required to process all this sensory information. Tesla's current Hardware 4 platform represents substantial processing capability, but future hardware generations will need even greater efficiency to enable autonomous features at affordable price points. The prototype's testing patterns, particularly in the highway scenarios captured in these images, suggest the validation of not just sensors, but the entire perception-to-action pipeline. Tesla needs to prove that affordable computing hardware can process sensor data fast enough to enable safe autonomous operation across all driving conditions. Every mile this prototype accumulates feeds training data and validates algorithm performance on production intent hardware. The sensor positioning also reveals Tesla's thinking about feature availability at launch versus over-the-air capability growth. By implementing hardware capable of advanced autonomous functions, Tesla can deliver the vehicle with basic driver assistance features and progressively unlock capabilities as software matures. This approach has defined Tesla's strategy for years, but implementing it on an affordable platform requires even more careful hardware-software coordination. The sensors you're seeing integrated into this prototype must support not just current feature sets, but unknown future capabilities that will emerge from ongoing AI training. That's a remarkable hardware specification challenge when every dollar of cost matters. Consider the validation implications. Tesla isn't just testing sensors. They're validating the entire autonomous driving stack on production representative hardware in this prototype. Every sensor anomaly informs hardware specifications. Every software iteration proves out computational requirements. By the time this vehicle reaches production, Tesla will have validated thousands of hours of autonomous operation on exactly the hardware that customers will purchase. That's a level of real-world validation that most automakers achieve only after production launch, if at all. And it's why these seemingly mundane highway test images actually represent crucial milestones in affordable autonomous vehicle development. Can vision-based autonomy truly expand to mass-market vehicles without compromising capability? If you believe sensor technology is the key enabler for widespread autonomous adoption, comment Vision to share your perspective. The debate around sensing modalities will define autonomous vehicle capabilities for the next decade, and Tesla's approach with this affordable platform might settle some long-standing controversies once and for all. 3. How does the new unboxed architecture transform traditional vehicle assembly? Looking at these highway test shots, the first technical revelation isn't what you can see, it's what the proportions tell us about what's underneath. The prototype displays a notably shorter front overhang compared to the Model 3 or Model Y, while maintaining what appears to be a substantial wheelbase. This specific geometry isn't an aesthetic preference. It's the physical sign of Tesla's unboxed manufacturing process in action. Traditional vehicle assembly requires body panels to wrap around a sequentially built structure, necessitating certain dimensional compromises. What we're seeing here suggests Tesla has gotten rid of those constraints entirely. The unboxed process fundamentally re-envisions how vehicles come together. Instead of a single moving assembly line where the car gradually takes shape, Tesla builds major sub-assemblies in parallel, including the front module, rear module, battery pack, and interior capsule. Each is optimized independently before final integration. The technical advantage is profound. Each module can be engineered to its performance limits without compromising other systems. Notice in the front quarter view how the wheel sits pushed toward the vehicle's corners. This isn't just about looks. It indicates the front module likely integrates the motor, suspension, thermal management, and crash structure as a single pre-validated unit. Traditional assembly cannot achieve this level of integration density because workers need access from multiple angles throughout the build process. The real innovation becomes apparent when you consider manufacturing scalability. Tesla claims the unboxed process can reduce factory footprint by 40% while increasing production speed. How exactly do they achieve that? By eliminating the sequential bottleneck. In traditional assembly, every station must complete its work before the vehicle moves forward, meaning your entire production rate is limited by your slowest station. With parallel sub-assembly construction, each module can be built at an optimized speed, stored briefly if needed, and integrated only when all components reach readiness. The prototype's design specifically allows for this approach. Notice how the camouflage breaks at certain vertical planes, likely corresponding to module separation points. But here's what industry analysts are debating: the thermal management integration visible even through camouflage. Look at the lower front fascia in the first image. Those aren't conventional air intakes. The geometry suggests active aero shutters integrated directly into the structural module. The suspension mounting points visible through the wheel wells tell another story. The attachment geometry suggests multi-link rear suspension, typically reserved for premium vehicles due to complexity and cost. Why would Tesla use expensive suspension architecture in an affordable car? Because the unboxed process allows them to build the entire rear suspension module, including links, bushings, dampers, and mounting structure as a single subassembly that drops into the vehicle in one operation. The assembly time savings balance out the component cost premium while delivering superior ride quality and handling dynamics. This is engineering optimization at the system level, not the component level, which is exactly what unboxed manufacturing enables. Is advanced manufacturing integration the key to affordable EVs without compromise? If you believe parallel assembly processing will define next-generation automotive production, drop the word modular in the comments. This architectural approach doesn't just reduce costs. It enables capabilities that conventional manufacturing physically cannot achieve. And what we're seeing in these prototypes is just the beginning. Tesla's approach with the Model 2 platform demonstrates that affordability doesn't require compromise. When you're willing to reimagine entire vehicle systems from the ground up, by building manufacturing processes, structural architectures, and autonomous capabilities specifically for mass-market production rather than adapting premium vehicle approaches, Tesla is creating something genuinely new. Not just a cheaper EV, but a vehicle that delivers capabilities previously exclusive to premium segments at prices that enable widespread adoption. What you've witnessed in these prototype images isn't just Tesla's next product. It's a complete rethinking of how affordable electric vehicles can be engineered, manufactured, and equipped with advanced technologies. As these prototypes continue testing and validation, we'll keep analyzing every detail, every design decision, and every technical innovation that shapes this vehicle's development. The road to affordable, capable electric mobility runs through exactly this kind of systematic innovation. Not just making existing technology cheaper, but creating entirely new approaches that change the fundamental cost structure of vehicle production. And based on what we're seeing in these prototypes, Tesla is closer to that goal than most industry observers recognize. If this analysis provided the technical depth you were looking for, please grant us a like for this video. Each new development brings fresh insights, and together, we'll decode them all. Until next time, keep watching for those camouflaged prototypes. They're showing us the future, one highway test at a time.